know, man. I beat your ass, man.
We had a fight?
Yeah, man. I punched you up, man.
When?
And downstairs, man. I punched you up, man.
Oh, we got to get our rematch.
Yeah, man. Don't worry about it, man. I wouldn't want to do you like that again.
No, we had a fight for it?
No.
Oh, all right. I said we never had a fight. Huh?
They the people who lose forget they had a fight.
Yeah,
That's
you
like,
know,
man,
you know. I just gotta let them have that, you know. I ain't want to do
Are
it
you
like
ready?
that on the podcast.
All right, listen.
You know?
Peace. I am Sharif. This is the second episode of I Am Brothers. Judge Free Zone. I'm here with Quan, Aziz, and my boy DJ Louis V. And I'm sitting here with Sid behind the camera. She the coldest camera lady in town. And she beautiful.
I'm just here.
Read the questions off, Louis. Mental health.
Mental health. I can't see, man. It's a light.
All right,
right
so I can't see what it say, but
Okay.
we're going to dive straight into the first question.
How do you get through dark times?
Now we got to judge the mental health through 1 to 10 first.
for sure, yeah.
So I'm gonna start off. The question is the mental health. The mental health question is judge your mental health from 1 to 10. 10 being the greatest, 1 being the least.
For sure.
And you do it financially, spiritually, and what was the third one? Mentally. So I'm gonna go first. Spiritually, I'm like at a 9. I'm getting better at it. You know what I'm saying? Monday is actually Ramadan, alhamdulillah. So we going on a journey. Financially, I'm at like what I was at a 7 last time. So I'm gonna say I'm at like an 8.1. I'm on the way though. John Gotti, I'm coming for you. But I'm dealing with trauma, you know, that unseen trauma that we go through in the neighborhood. So losing close friends. I lost like 5 of my guys recently, so, and 2 of my cousins. So I can say I'm like at a 7 mental health, but I'm healing from it. I'm taking journeys now. That's the purpose of the podcast, to get through this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Quan?
Spiritually, I'm at a 7.5. I'm getting back to him. Ramadan is Monday, so I'm trying to focus in more. Financially, I'm at a 10. I picked a great career, I feel as though. Mentally, I'm at a 7. I'm getting better. It was at like a 5.5 last time. Definitely getting better now. It's definitely at like a 7. For sure.
Spiritually, man, I'm probably at like a 9 too. I could be better, but shit, I'm feeling great, you know. Financially, I don't know, man. Life's a little weird since the pandemic. I'm at like a 6, you know. I'm just scratching by. But, you know, different strokes for different folks. So, you know, I'm working on it. I'm working on, you know, more residuals, more different type of incomes. So,
Yes, sir.
On a better note, I'll be talking to y'all again, you know. But mentally, I'm probably at like a 7 all year round. You know, it'd be moments where I get like a 9 or 10, you know. For sure, I enjoy the moments. But, you know, all year round, I'm probably at like a 7 just, you know, through the motions, you know. Just because everything's up and down. So I'm not always at my best, you know.
And you gotta understand, like, as men and women, we go through like every season, every emotion hit 12 months out the year. So out of 12 months out of the year, you're gonna go through so many emotions.
Sure.
So it's up and down. So it ain't always gonna be a 10, it ain't always gonna be a 7. You know what I'm saying? But this just to check our mental health for personal reasons, you know what I'm saying? And the second question is friendships. What is a friendship? Like, what that look like to you, Louis V?
Oh, man. You know, hey, listen, friendships is different, you know. I'm gonna put my cup down. You know, a friendship to me mean a lot of things, you know. What would you do for a friend? I mean, that's everything, you know. Like, to be a friend is to potentially become family in the future. So
Yes, sir.
to be my friend, I gotta technically love you like a family member, you know. Like, that's what real friendship look like to me. Like, in my line of work, I didn't really had to separate the two, because what feels like friendship and what really is friendship is two different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may think somebody your friend because you hang with them oftenly, or y'all get along, you know, or y'all make reasonable decisions together, and you be like, oh well, yeah, we should be friends, you know. But really, real friendship to me is like them solid things people do without you telling them to, like, per se, like me being here, like, it don't take much, you know, like a simple text like, yo, need you for this, want you here, and a simple response like, I'ma be there.
Yes, sir.
You know, like, that's a friendship to me, you know what I'm saying? And then that's also like family love, like, it's reliability, to know you got somebody reliable. That's a friendship to me, you know, more than just loyalty. Reliability is something greater, you know. Loyalty, I could be loyal from anywhere on the earth and say, hey, I hold a loyalty to you. But reliability, that's a better feeling, to know somebody got you, you know what I'm saying? So that's friendship to me. Just to get into details for people that be confused out there, because at one point I was confused, you know. So hopefully that helped a few people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Quan?
I look at friendship as in, like, if I don't call you my brother or sister, you're not my friend.
Sure.
Honestly, I don't condone no. I don't even say I have a friend. They say, who is that? That's my brother. That's my sister. So a friendship is more of a family thing. All my friends are family. That's how I look at it. I call his mama mama. He called my mama mama. I don't. It takes a lot to get close to me as well. So if I'm calling you brother or sister, I really deeply love you, like, for real, and I'll do anything. I give you the shirt off my back. And that's, like, real. So, friendship, you got to be brother, sister. You know, you got to be real close to me, for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna dive into the Quran. The Quran say, your friend is one who takes you out of darkness and bring you into light. And sometimes we the biggest misconception growing up is, like, the people that you grew up with is your friends.
Yes, sir.
And growing up, my mom used to be like, they ain't your friends. They only you know, like, they only your friends when they need you. You know what I'm saying? And I come from the streets. I'm still transitioning out the streets. It's been like 6 to 7 years. Like, I lost count, but like 6 or 7 years. I'm transitioning to, like, who Sharif is. Man, I grew up and my mom used to be like, your friends, they ain't for you, right?
Yes, sir.
And I never got into it with nobody alone. But every situation that I got into it with another individual, it was because somebody I knew.
Right.
From my neighborhood got into it with this person that was like, oh, you got into it, woo woo? What's up? Let's do it. Let's bump heads with him. Let's do it. And my mom used to tell me this, and, like, I think I met Quantum in high school, right? Louis, my cousin. I've been knowing him from a very long time. He more than a friend. Dude is like a brother, but he my cousin. But Quan, his name Aziz, you know, y'all call him Aziz. It's a powerful name. And Daquan, we call him Lope. I got back up with them in 2016. Like, the last episode, I was telling you I ain't even like him because he got in a fight with one of my guys. And you know, it's safe to say we men now. He got down on my man, like, beat him up bad. And bro came to me and I'm like, this my friend. So I'm like, nah, we finna get our lick back. Like, what's up? This dude think he, you know what I'm saying? But, like, all jokes aside, like, and you see, like, how we is now, people think we family. So, like,
For sure.
and we are family because a friend is your family. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than blood. Blood make you related, and a friendship is something like, it's a friend just help you through whatever. Because if I don't have $0 or I'm lost in faith, like, this man that saved my life, like, because I done lost a lot of people and I done almost backtracked to the streets, and I call him in tears and he'll answer, and it'd be like, man, he really care. Like, he listening to me vent, he listening to me cry. He there for me. Because it was a time when I didn't have $1. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I need 100. Hey, big bro, I just woo sing woody woody woo. Like, I felt like this, man. You a man. Go pray. Like, that's his words. Go pray. And a friend is one who takes you out of darkness. So they the true meanings of friends. You know, that's my cousin, but he my friend also. You know what I'm saying? Like, he on me. Hey, where you at, bro? You good, cuz? Love, cuz. But somebody can answer the next question. I don't know.
Why are men drawn to the streets? I'm gonna let y'all take that one first,
You
man.
want to go first?
I'm gonna go first.
I'm gonna go second.
I think young men are drawn to the streets because at home they ain't got the
Proper.
right foundation. Meaning the proper love, the proper caring for. And sometimes they feel like that so-called big homie they got is that. But he only take you under the wing for certain things to use you. Little do a lot of us know. So I think a lot of us, and some of us are drawn to the streets because we had no choice but to. That was the only way we had to go. There was no other way. So I think a lot of us are drawn to the streets is because our foundation at home is not right. That's the main reason, to be honest. That's the main reason. I feel like we all had the proper caring at home, the world would be totally different. For sure.
How different?
How different? I mean, I say that because if everybody just, I feel it'd be so much different because I wouldn't be able to up on you and kill you without a doubt if I had the proper love. If I knew how much your life was worthy.
Mm.
If I knew how short life is, I wouldn't be so easy to take your life. If I was taught and loved properly at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna piggyback off my brother Aziz Kwan. It starts at home because we go to the streets because of lack of love. You know, and some people think love is something that we, you know, buy him some nice pair of shoes, buy him this. You got everything because, you know, personally, all jokes aside, and this something that we started, me and Kwan and Loke started to just be very vulnerable and go through a healing process. My mom, she like, I did this for you. But it was like, you wasn't there for me when I needed you. You wasn't supporting me when I needed you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think it's love and time. When we talked about time the last time, like when we was talking about fatherhood, like it's time. Because our moms at work, you know, we come home 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock growing up. We ain't doing no homework for real. We in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Because our mom ended up cooking for her husband or her dude. So she tended to do and not tending raising us properly, the proper way. So I can say it was the just love, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up, the biggest misconception was that the people that I grew up with loved me for who I am.
Yes, sir.
Like a lot of people don't love me for who I am because I'm showing the world who I am in 2021. Like who I'm showing y'all now, like this is me. Like I went through like a very depressing stage because like I'm gonna say 85, I'm gonna say 90% of the men, if they accept their own and be themselves, growing up, they would not go to the streets.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm not a street dude. But I love, like, all jokes aside, I love meeting new people and women. And the boundaries in the neighborhoods, like, got me into it. Like, big bro, we ain't gonna go too deep, but he done been in, like, shootouts with me and, like, people shooting at me at a young age because, like, we can't go across this. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was like, I look at y'all as my brother. I'm just trying to mess with them females over there. Because y'all got me more females across the tracks.
Right.
But what's crazy, I'm going to be honest, like, and I'm just being very transparent. I'm finna show you something. I grew up on a different law, like brothers of the struggle, right? And, you know, bro claims something else and bro claims something else. But all jokes aside, the closest people, the most genuine people that I met was from another gang or another person we'll call a op. You know what I'm saying? Like I sat down with a person that I had a shootout with multiple times. He didn't skip me and I didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But it was so genuine. Like I was upset because, you know, the nigga in me kicked in like, yeah, we finna sit with him, but I just want to, you know, get on top of him.
Right.
And I went to the mosque. We went to the mosque. We both went to the mosque. We sat down and talked, right? And he was suffering from the same thing I was suffering from. I never had my father. I never had my mother. My mother is not my mother. My mother is my auntie.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Louis is my step cousin. Like, but he's like so close spiritually and mentally and emotionally. You can't tell me nothing different. This my family. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because Sims is not my father, but he my father.
Yes,
and you
sir.
can't tell me nothing else. Like, because
Sure.
my father, I think he come up in next month. First time I seen this dude in 18 years. I don't even know how I'm even do that.
Yes,
but
sir.
the streets, like, we look for love, man, and the proper love. And we think that we grew up with this person through pre-K, kindergarten, these are homies, and it's like they only fuck with you because of what you got to offer.
Yes, sir.
Like, cause I don't care about a BD, a GD, a Stone. I don't care about gangs. It's about friendships. You got into it. What? He said, what? We finna go. And that's what brought me to the streets. I put myself in situations. So the streets, the things I suffered from the streets was like a lot of self-reflected wounds, if I can make sense. Like I grabbed a gun myself and pointed at myself at the end of the day because I put myself in them predicaments. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my cotton blew up. All my friends been shot. You know what I'm saying? The guys that I grew up with, all of them been shot. God forbid, I'm the only one. Like,
Right.
but I'm real close to God. So the next question is like trust. What trust look like to you, Louis?
I don't know, man. It's just like there's a lot of different levels to trust to me. Like,
Absolutely.
hey, trust is one of them things. Like, you can't even trust a person talking about trust. You know, trust is something you got to self-experience. Like, self is something you kind of got to learn on your own. Like, my trust gonna be different from bro trust, and your trust gonna be different from my trust. Like, how we trust people is differently. Like, because everybody's situation is different. It's like the more you have, the less you have will make your trust circumstances different. You know what I'm saying? Like, for an average person, trust is easy. For a person that got a little bit more than the average person, it's a little harder for him to trust. And the person that has more than most, it's a lot harder for him to trust most things. You know what I'm saying? Per se, like my chain just being around my neck right now, I gotta trust that you know to put me in the right circumstances and situations and not bring me into a bad situation or a possible element where I could lose. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot with trust. Like, just trusting many things. Like, as far as women go, like trusting that you won't leave me when I'm having a bad time because I'm going through my emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much more to trust. Trust is just, it gets so deep. So it's really, trust is amongst oneself. Like, you gotta know where your trust stand with you and what's worth trusting, you know? And that's really what I would say with most people. Like, it's like, as my cousin, like, yeah, I could trust them, but as a personal person, having a personal relationship with you, it makes me trust you more. You know what I'm saying? Actually knowing the people that we deal with will make me trust you a little more. Like, I can't trust nobody I never dealt with. It's just like, per se, first time we do business, I kind of charge people a little more because I don't trust you. I don't trust you're going to have me in the right situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I don't trust business going to go as smooth as it could go. So I can't just give you that, hey, this is going to be easy, you know, round price, you know? So it's just a lot of things. Trust got many levels. So it's
For
just
sure,
how you want to trust somebody, you know? I trust everybody based on how they treat me. You treat me well, I might trust you a little better because I can trust that you will treat the next situation as well as you carry me, you know? So,
yes, sir.
And then it's just a lot of things like how people carry themselves.
For sure.
Like how y'all are on the verge of finding a better path. That makes me trust you a little more than the average person because at least you're taking the time out your day to go find yourself, you know?
Yes, sir.
Versus a person who don't know himself. How can I trust you and you don't know yourself?
Mm-hmm.
You still feeling lost. How can I trust you?
Damn, that's
you know?
deep.
So it's not about like, because you my homie and you 10 year plus, even my homies who lose themselves at times, I may lose a little trust in you because you lost yourself for the moment, you know? And I can't trust that because you can't trust yourself at that moment.
Yes,
so,
sir.
you know, I can help from a distance, but I don't trust to be around, you know, during the process of, because, you know, I don't know where you may end up and I don't want it to end up somewhere different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to trust myself to stay out of those situations. So, you know, that's why I said trust is something different amongst people, you know? Everybody trusts differently.
Yeah, because trust got many levels. And I say that because he could have did some snake stuff to you, and he never done no snake to me. And you like, you can't trust someone,
But
he ain't never done nothing to me.
Yeah, but you know, y'all trust level different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
He never done nothing snake to me. So just because he did it to you, that don't mean I can't trust him.
right.
I trust. So that's why I say trust have many levels to it. I trust my girl to a certain extent. Like, I trust everybody to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think no one have my full 100% trust.
For
Like,
sure.
nobody.
100.
And it's hard. And I think everybody like that. You think twice about everybody. I don't care who it is. Your mom, anybody, family. You think twice about everybody.
Definitely.
It could be the smallest thing. Now, even if you think about it, it's still like, nah, they won't do it to me. But you still thought about it.
Yeah, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So Trust is definitely levels to trust. Definitely levels.
How do you feel, Ron? What's up, Sharif? Talk
Trust
to
is
us.
something that's earned.
For sure.
Like for me, I put people through tests. Like honestly, like your word is your bond, and your bond is your life. And before your word should fail, you should give your life. That's what I
Sure.
practice and the law that I live under. Because like my trust for people is different. Like I trust Quan like with my life. I trust you with my life. Like it's not too many people I could trust and not bring, things around to protect myself because I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? But if I trust you, I'm a rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel comfortable. I can put my head down, look at my phone. I can let you drive.
Exactly.
So trust is totally different with like the energy in the room because I can trust you. I can trust you. I can trust Sydney. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Because who y'all are as person, people. You know what I'm saying? And I just test people through different shit. Even if I drop $20 around you, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or ask you, or I might make up a lie and just tell you and see if you're gonna tell the next person.
For sure.
That's just like how I was raised. Like you got to put people through the motions and see if they built for the friendship because it's an honor to have my friendship. Because like my trust and loyalty is like so locked in. Like I come from like a religious state, so like.
So let me ask you before you get into that. Let's jump into the next question. Can you be loyal to someone you don't trust?
Mm.
Can you be loyal to somebody you can trust? I can. Loyalty is like something just sometimes I'm so loyal to people that ain't loyal to me because I don't want to hurt them people. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm loyal to Quan because he can trust me and I can trust him. Like I can trust him with my social. I can trust him with my life. I don't care about my social, but my life is the most precious.
So is you loyal to him because you trust him?
Yes.
So can you be loyal to him if you didn't trust him?
Exactly.
That's a tricky situation.
I don't think I could be loyal to someone I don't trust. Because all I'm thinking about is you snaking me the whole time.
You know, I think it's a standpoint. You know, for me,
yeah,
it really kind of goes to the different people. You know, probably based off of the different field of work people go through. Like, per se, being a DJ and going through contract, sometimes I kind of got to be loyal to people I don't trust. It's a tricky situation in most situations. It's like, per se, me signing a record deal. I don't really trust this record label have my best intentions. They have their best intention, which may put me in a better position, but it's not the best position for me, you know? So sometimes it may be a beneficial cause. Like, I might be loyal to Warner or Def Jam, whoever I may be dealing with at the moment, you know, and I may like them enough to go in business with them, so I'm loyal enough to do and continue my business solely with them individually. But I don't trust them as far as like everything go. I may be the type to be like, hey, I'm loyal to you. I'm doing business with you. We got that loyalty like, hey, we're doing this business. But as far as personal interests go, I'm going to double check everything because I don't really trust you. So, I mean, it's a tricky thing.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't look at that as loyalty. I look at it as like a business aspect. It's just a business part of it. It's business more than personal. You get what I'm saying?
See, but you got to think like what's the meaning behind loyalty? The loyal is to be bound to something, and that's kind of what contracts are. We kind of legally bind it. So like, if we bound to each other, isn't that a sense of loyalty?
Yeah.
I mean,
trust. You gotta trust.
I kind of gotta be loyal to you to sign that contract, you know, like to lock myself in with you like that. I'm really just giving you my loyalty. To sign that bid is just like to give you my loyalty, whether I trust you or not, you know.
Yes, sir.
But sometimes people got to do that to get to a better position. So
that's what I was getting at.
And now it may be a beneficial cause, but that's why I asked you, like, would you rock with him the same if you didn't trust him? Because sometimes it be like this, like you may not trust him because of a personal reason, but he may still be all around genuinely a good person and may still be doing the same things that he do now for you. And you just may not trust out of your personal
experience.
You know, so sometimes it is a tricky situation.
So with that, I'm going to say this. If God forbid, if anything was happening, right, I'm going to just use this analogy. If I hit $1 million, right?
For sure.
And I say, Quan, I got to go sit down for 30 days to 3 years. I trust you with this $1 million, right? But, see, I trust you with it. That don't mean nothing. Like, people trust don't mean shit, but the loyalty, like, behind us, it's like that I know if I give him my million, he gonna make sure he work. Even if he go flat broke, I know because we so loyal and locked in that he's going to work a job. Even if he had to work at McDonald's. Go wash some cars, if just not to dive into my million. So the relationship, it depends on like the person. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I can trust you with $1 million. Like if I had 100,000 right now, I can give it to you and be like, hey, I gotta go sit down for a minute. Don't touch it. I'll be back. The trust and loyalty there because the personal situations that we was put through. I just can't give it to Susie and be like, hey, I trust you. And be like, yeah. So it's like, it gotta be like, for me, it's personal. Like we gotta go through situations because we go through great tests in life. And I'm gonna test you. We might go through a situation. I might test you, hey, man, I gotta go sit down for 30 days. And I might don't even gotta go sit down for 30 days, but just trust and see is you gonna dive in my money or in my shit to see if I trust you. And if I'm gonna be loyal, because sometimes I be loyal to the wrong people. The people that don't mean good.
I think we all have been loyal to the wrong people.
Yeah.
Unknowingly though, just because of the people we are.
Yeah. I think that's the trick to the question. You know?
It's a very tricky.
know,
it's a very tricky question.
That might be the trick to the question. You know, sometimes we might just be getting deceived by people we think we can trust.
Yes, sir.
And we may have just caused ourselves to be loyal a little bit longer than we expected. You know.
And that goes back to why men jump in the streets because you think your big homie cuff you. He only cuff you to use you. He not loyal.
He manipulating you.
Exactly.
Because all my homies manipulated me, man. Like, safe to say, like, they manipulated me. I was the youngest dude, and it was like, if I get caught with a pistol, I only got to do, like, before Biden came in, I had to do, like, 30 days.
But then again, sometimes I don't be mad at people because that's what they was taught. So
listen, though. But the big homie come around and manipulate you. The real homies that really live by that law, you know, the real law, they locked up. They just now getting out from 30 years. We almost 30
because
now.
they all been tricked out of a position already.
But the loyalty part, the law, the people that stood for like the morals and had the morals and principles, them the ones that got locked up. Because like, I'm going to take that case of you because they asked me and I don't want to tell on you type shit. And your big homie, like, the one that was telling. Like, I know personal shit. So it's like, they come around you and tell you, man, I'm a real dude. You know, I'm going to hit you with this.
Yeah.
I give you this little pack. Just bring me 30 back. You can keep the rest. You like, he a real nigga, but you only thinking he a real nigga from what he provide
for sure
financially.
Yes, sir.
But not what he can teach you mentally. Like my big homies, my real big homie, Big E, may Allah be pleased with him. I think you met Big E, right? Big homie in the hood. Like, may Allah be pleased with him. He told me that life that I was on wasn't for me. So that's why when he died in 2012, I started to change from 2012, April 13th. I think it was April 13th or 14th. I started to change. It put me through a great depression because I didn't have a father. So he was like a father figure. So he'll pull up and tell me real shit. That was like a big homie.
Yeah.
But the other big homies, they don't care. Like, they don't care about your well-being. So it's like, safe to say, like, the thing is to expose the falsehood in the streets. Like,
for sure.
The dudes that get money, they not real.
Yeah.
Because he bought you a Gucci bag or a Gucci purse or a Gucci shoes or gave you $100 and $200, he not 100. It's all about what he can teach you. If he can't teach you right, he can't treat you right.
For sure.
Because he gonna get in front of the females like, hey, because I been around them and I ain't have $1 to my name. Ain't nobody gonna know I ain't got $1 to my name because they gonna make sure I'm good and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So like, we just gotta look at like the streets totally different. We put ourselves in situations that we don't have to be in. So like diving back into that question, like we dive into the streets with just being lost because at home we don't have that foundation to be taught the right way. You got to think about it, but then you got to think about like the years behind this shit. We only been out of slavery 460 something odd years. So like the 60s, think about how long that was. You couldn't even walk on the street.
For sure.
Yeah.
You couldn't drink from a water fountain. 2020, we can do that, right? But our mom got taught by our great mom, right? Our grandmother. Think about what they was going through. They didn't know the real culture because it was took away from us.
Yes, sir.
So we lack the lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? The self. 85% of the people right now is lost. It's the 10% is the people that know the knowledge and they manipulate us, right? Mm-hmm. They put us in projects, group homes, you know, juvenile detention, county, Stateville, these prisons, right?
Hey, but look,
hold on. I gotta say this. The 5% is the ones that got the knowledge. That's the big homies that's behind closed, you know, Stateville behind the wall because they've been so long, they've been manipulated themselves. So now they got the knowledge of self.
Yes, sir.
Like Crusher, I love dude.
Hey, but I don't think the projects was a bad idea, honestly.
It was a project though.
I'm gonna say
it was a project.
It was a
people.
project for them, but they didn't know that we was gonna come together as people. When I was in the projects, I knew I couldn't go past that field. Yeah. I knew that, so I stayed while I was. It was less killings, less. So they found out that the projects didn't work. Now what we gonna do? We gonna tear the projects down, make everybody move in different neighborhoods. If you notice, it didn't get as violent until all the projects got too down. Because you got the person I'm in tour with, I'm staying next door to it now.
Yeah. You got to figure it out.
Exactly.
I agree.
I don't feel the projects. They wanted it to be a bad idea, but it wasn't. Because I knew my boundaries of where to go and where not to go. It was less violent.
I get what you're coming from.
For sure. It was definitely less violent.
Let's get into them dark times, though. So how you got through them dark times?
Who first? It sounds like you want to go.
Yeah, it sounds like you want to go. Go ahead and get into it.
So when you was put through, like, we talk about mental health a lot, right? The power of mental health. When you was putting them dark times, how did you get through? Like, personally?
I mean, personally, my therapy is more of the gym.
It's therapeutic.
I noticed that when I stopped working out like I used to on my consistent basis, that's when I feel like the press is the most. The gym, man, I could be mad thinking about the worst thing. I go to the gym, I forgot what I was mad for. Like, real talk, I completely forget. I'll never forget one day I went in the gym, and Melissa, she's like,
they gotta be with her.
I walked in, signed in, I ain't speak to her now, I'm mad as hell. You came in right behind me, she like, Melissa, like, see, what's wrong with you,
bro?
What's
wrong with angry folks?
Bro, I got back after my workout, bro, got a smoothie. I forgot what I was even mad for. Like, the gym, how to get away from my dark times is going to the gym. It's very therapeutic. I don't like talking to people. I don't feel a lot of people can understand me. So talking to somebody, I feel like every black person should have therapy, but most of the time, I feel they don't get it. So you got to have another alternative.
Outlet.
For sure. Yeah. So my alternative is going to the gym.
For sure.
And I'm going to piggyback off my brother. Like, I'm the same way. I work out, like, I don't work out to get big. I work out to go destroy the waste because, like, I come from the streets. I'd rather destroy this weight that don't mean nothing to me than go take a life. You know what I'm saying? And we've been put in situations that we had to do certain things that we don't, agree with 100%. But the gym is the best entity, like the best thing to do because you can go in there and drop the weights, destroy the weights, get mad at the weights. The weight's going to be there when you come back. Yeah. If I go in the club, bump into dude because I'm hurt, boom, what are you looking at? Because he done been with me and I've been so aggressive. Like when I lost Boss Man, like he didn't witness. Like I was so aggressive. Like we out in the club, we living life, bro. Man, what are you looking at, bro? What's up? And he'll tell me, bro, chill. But because I was going through what I was going through, so the gym is my entity, right? But therapy, I've been in therapy for I've been off therapy for 4 months. But I was in therapy for a year straight, and it helped me learn who I was because I went to therapy for, like, personal reasons. Like, I lost my best friends, right? All my guys I done lost. Say, like, it's 20 of us I done lost. It's only, like, 7 or 8 of us left. You know what I'm saying? Either they got life in jail, 30 years, 15 years. My homie Tony come home, early release. May God, man, I'm happy, but he come home in September. But the gym is it, you know what I'm saying? And praying and meditating, like,
sure.
I learned that, like, my trauma don't come from the streets. It come from me not being myself. Like, the peace, I am Sharif. That's why I joke and play a lot on my social media now because I want everybody to know it's cool to be yourself. You know I play a lot because I probably talk crazy like I was just grabbing his neck. Like, a regular person like, dude, tweaking, but that's how me and his bond is. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I can't do that with everybody. I can't talk to him the way I talk to you, and it's vice versa. So the thing is, like, you got to find your, and plus I'm on a healing journey. Like, I just came off a 7-day tour, like, and it was like,
my boy was on tour.
Yeah, I'm a rapper out here. But no, seriously, I went on a healing tour, because we gotta, when you open your mind to like new, like new views, you start to like, this ain't it. Like, just remember at 20, like when I changed, like I used to feel like I couldn't go to Dunbar because Dunbar was on the low end and I'm from 95th. My block from Halsted to Genoa, from 99th to 95th, I can't leave here.
Right.
But when I left that neighborhood, it showed me so much. I started meeting new people with with different mind states and different viewpoints, and and it opened my mind. So like I think my first real trip was with my brothers. Like I think we went to like LA or so. I don't know where we went, but or Houston.
I think we went to LA first.
LA.
Then we went to Houston.
But what it was, like we started meeting new people. It's like it opened my mind. So I like to travel because it's a healing thing, because I might be dealing with something personally and I meet this person. I might go out to eat by myself and this person might be like, hey, you eating by yourself? Can I sit next to you? And they didn't drop something on me that didn't help me what I was going through. So like just traveling like helped me too. You know what I'm saying? So like at least once a month, I'm gone like once a month. Twice a month, that's the best. 3 times a month. I'm trying to do 3 this month. But it's a healing thing because I meet new people and they open my eyes to new different things because we from 2 different parts of the planet Earth. But we got the same struggle.
Yes, sir.
Right? But we come from different parts, right? And that kind of like I think the Honorable, Larry Bernard Hoover was going with it, like brothers of the same struggle. We come from different parts of the planet in the city, but we got the same struggle.
Yes, sir.
So like the purpose of this is like to show people what we're going through and what drove us to the streets, because it's people that's looking up to us daily like, man, I want to be like, dude, he got a chain, he got this, he got the cars, he got the clothes, he got the, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But so we just got to vent and just be ourselves, bro, because the more you be yourself, the more life would be more happier. You know what I'm saying? Enjoyable, because we only hold on to the negative things. And it's 2 parts of the planet Earth, the good and the bad.
Yes, sir.
It's a good part we don't see. And it's a bad part we don't see, and it's a good part. So we got to focus on the positive and not the negative. You know what I'm saying? So like the positive of the streets, like it brought us together. Cause I wouldn't be sitting there with dude if it wasn't for what I went through in life. I wouldn't be sitting there with my cousin if it wasn't what I went through life. So the whole purpose is to expose like what's going on in our neighborhoods that we have to learn. He asked him that question that he should have answered, and we're gonna wrap it up.
How do you get through your dark times?
Oh shit, for me, shit, I don't know, man. I kind of take it out on a lot of things, shit. Man, for a long time it was like, through high school, I was a little lost. That was like my darkest time. Like trying to figure out who I was gonna rock with for the long run. Everybody tell you find your real friends during high school. Grammar school was cool. I was in my, I went through like 3 different grammar schools. I ended up in my neighborhood, I graduated through my neighborhood school, you know what I'm saying? That was like the most comfortable I ever been. I tried to go to like a different type of diverse school. They just wasn't open to what I was trying to do. They tried to flunk me out. That was like a real dark time for me. So going into high school, I really ain't trust nothing. Like I was real quiet, as everybody know. Like I ain't really know how to talk to people, And then like in my hood, we kind of ran things. So it was like shit, I wasn't used to people being aggressive towards me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I was the quiet dude that nobody fucked with because they knew not to fuck with. So it was like, I was always in my own head. People didn't check on me. They just thought I was cool. Like, oh, he cool. You know what I'm saying? He don't bother nobody. He cool. You know what I'm saying? So I was probably most going through my dark times then, like just trying to figure everything out. Like, I don't fit in with them. I don't fuck with them. That ain't my neck of the woods. My people out there, so I really can't be doing this with y'all. So I was just kind of stuck in the middle, like he said, going to Dunbar, being down the low end and being from the hundreds. Like for me, I was from somewhere different, and having family that's from somewhere different. It was like, I'm thrown in the middle. It's like, what the fuck? Who I'm supposed to rock with? You know what I'm saying? That's a real dark time. It's like, I come in, I'm repping something different. I'm rolling with different people. Now my cuz, he's something different. He on the other side. He get along with everybody else. Now it's like, here go me in the middle. Damn, shit, all right, I got to find a way to distance myself. So I kind of had to learn to be myself. So it's like, shit, it was a dark time finding myself. Like, shit, what I'm going to do? You know what I'm saying? So I came to the hood one time, coming back from Florida, bro was rapping and shit. It was like, shit, music, shit, shit. The whole thing was just groovy as hell to me. It was like something cool. It was like, shit, just drawing me to it. It was like, all right, fuck it. Something to believe in was kind of like how I got through my dark time. Anything at that moment was kind of like just anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been shit. Lifting weights, it could have been, you know what I'm saying? Anything, it just, music kind of drawn me to it, and it was just like shit, it was like something to exert that negative energy on, like, fuck it, let's go put it on a song. Fuck your meme, like, Soulja Boy just dropped meme, like, shit like that, like, nigga, fuck your meme, like, shit like that. We wanted to go get our story on that beat, like, you know, get outside of that, fuck your meme, guy, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, we kind of took it out on the songs and shit, and then it's like, for now, I just start going through a different phase. It was like, shit, who gonna support the shit, you know what I'm saying? Then it was like a support phase, so it was like, I really had to learn myself, like, learn that I was gonna be there for myself, like, if ain't nobody got your back, know that you got your own back, you know what I'm saying? Like, and self-love was important for me, so like, that was me going through my dark time, like, shit, the music was like phase one, like, just finding something to believe in, that myself was okay and comfortable with, and then finding that love for myself during the process of doing that for myself, you know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, I love music, but shit, music could kind of fuck you up and they'll take it from you, you know what I'm saying? So shit, I just kind of found myself, and after I found myself, it was just like, shit, I knew I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and I was just doing that shit, and then shit, I was doing my dark time, shit, it wasn't no looking back from there. Like I said, you know, like I said earlier before the cameras got rolling, you know what I'm saying? That was behind me. Shit, I'm going somewhere different now, my future different, so I ain't gonna go back. I ain't moving backwards, you know what I'm saying? That's just me, you know? Dark time, because shit, sometimes, a lot of times you lost, like, you need to find yourself, shit. Fuck what you think is your excerpt, you know what I'm saying? That's because you found yourself.
For sure.
You know yourself.
Your dark times made you who you are today.
Exactly.
For
You
sure.
know your body, your mind works as one. You was able to put that together, you know?
Yes,
so
sir.
you exert that energy in the gym now. Now you put your mind and your body together, and you get that negative energy in off of you, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
It's
sir.
like, for me, it was like, to work my mind was to write the lyrics, to go do it, and to put it out on the microphone. That's why I'm so outspoken, and it's so easy for me to speak and communicate with people now, because shit, I found myself. It ain't me feeling judged if I say something, like, it don't matter.
Right.
I love myself to know I'm gonna go fast, so don't nothing stop me now. So it's like,
Sure.
that's me going through my dark side, just finding myself, like, and a lot of people gonna find themselves in weird spots, you know what I'm saying? And you gonna think like you really lost yourself, but shit, you know, that's just because you're a little deceived. Sometimes deception will make you feel like you lost yourself. Like I said, people will make you feel like you lost yourself because they don't believe in what you believe in, because they not a part of what you're doing, because you feel like they supposed to be a part of stuff. You will sometimes go through dark time because depression will lead you to think that's how it's supposed to work. And I kind of got to a different point in my life where it's like, shit, I didn't need that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody going through their different phase. Maybe my man's is going through a dark phase when he said that dark shit to me that made me feel the way I felt. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn to love myself and everybody around me differently. So it's like, shit, once I learned to love people and myself, it was like, shit, I can focus on you now. Now I'm like, shit, I know I'm good. Let me check out the people around me, shit, you know, for my dark time can come to an end, because shit, it's something you semi go through with other people too. Because like I said, if you put that energy around you, it kind of just floats around you even when you're done with it. That's why people get drawn back into it, just like the street shit.
Yes,
you know, it's
sir.
just like if my homie was on some bullshit, like, you to come to me and say, hey, we finna go do this, bro. This a 10K lick. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I might sometimes find myself in a deceptive mode because he may came to me and said, shit, fuck it, let's do it. Why not? And now I'm going through a dark moment because myself saying, I don't want to do that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
But
sir.
sometimes I got to love myself enough to go to bro and be like, hey, bro, I ain't going to lie to you. I got a good thing going right here. You need to check it out because you a little throw it off too. You know what I'm saying? And I love myself enough to do that for myself. And that might just change everything. So it's just like, shit, that just might help me get through my dark time because I told you and you didn't do it. Shit, tomorrow I might wake up and be like, shit, hey, that did something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
shit.
sir.
So it all starts like with everything, like shit. Me with my dark times, I found the music, then I found myself. So it's like, find what you believe in and then find yourself within that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like with religion. For people to believe in religion, everybody different. Some people believe in God, some people believe in Allah. First, you got to find out what you gonna believe in. And then you find yourself. And, you know, I'm just happy to see people like my cousin, you know, on that journey to find themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Because
sir.
I know that's a part of finding yourself, you know what I'm saying? So that's like a dark time and how I'm getting through it and how I see other people get through it. I like to observe other people go through their dark times too, because sometimes it help you get through your dark times. Like,
Yes, sir. For sure.
for me, it's just like, shit, what made me get through my dark times was like really being able to contribute something that was helping everybody else get through their dark times. That helped me push through mine because it was like, shit, I was trying to figure it out, like, what's gonna make me feel better? Shit, seeing my people win, seeing everything that we can contribute to make me feel better. So it's a better time, you know? You make it a better time because you're not just starting with yourself, you're starting with yourself and then you move into everything around you and you ain't trying to do a lot, but you're doing enough just enough. You know what I'm saying? And that's sometimes just more than me. Just do enough.
In closing, I'm gonna say, the more you know yourself, the more you know God. And the more you know God, the more you know yourself.
Yes, sir.
And as you know yourself, great peace come with being yourself.
For sure.
Because I never in my life been this peaceful. And you know me, and you know me
For
personally.
sure.
Like, how life been going, like, I can give a bitch ass fuck about how a person view me at this point.
Hey, no bullshit. You know, about a year ago, if he would have asked me to do this shit, I probably would have came on this show, bullshitted, like, laughed up, let this look get at me like, man, fuck y'all. Been on this bitch joking like a motherfucker. But it just kind of made me want to take it serious because he in the process of doing something serious. So it's like, oh, I see it. It's just like, you gotta kind of support motherfuckers and support your own, man. I'm going to just throw that out there. Support your own, man. If not the black own or your next own, the white own, whoever own, you know what I'm saying? Support your own because, you know, that's most important, you know what I'm saying? Shit. It'll do much peace in your own mind for yourself, you know what I'm saying? See the next motherfucker do a little bit better. Cause at the end of the day, I just look at it like this shit, like, in truer sense, if you were really a true friend, to go back to friendship, a true friend not gonna let you go through a dark moment or go through anything. So it's like, to be on top of that, to just do it early, to make sure you do that helping hand early, you know what I'm saying? Support your own, for they don't have to go through that dark time. I think that'd be one more than what most people are doing today, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shit, I hope they learn from this shit that we talking about, you know what I'm saying? More so than whether we laughing about it. And most people that finna see this film right now, they know me. They know how we really used to be. They know how shit really get. And they know how we can still be, you know? And the fact that we doing something different, I hope everybody can just see the difference, you know what I'm saying? And just get a better image off this shit because, man, most people got a fucked up image of us, you know what I'm saying? That's sad to say, you know what I'm saying? Based off of shit we used to do. So I hope y'all just learning that it ain't about what you used to do yesterday, it's about tomorrow. So, you know, find yourself and support your own.
And be around people that's on the same shit that you want, that's trying to grow.
Now that's peaceful.
Because, like, I grew up like focusing on growth. You know what I'm saying? I'm real big on growth. That's why I will grow on my teeth today. Because, like, that's what I focus on, growing and developing to something that's greater.
Man, you wore that shit because you a little nigga.
He thought it looked good.
Yeah,
thought it looked good.
I saw stuff in this bitch.
You got that shit in the size medium for that motherfucker grip him.
Hey, but look, in closing, I just want to say, man, accept you want to be yourself. And for the young boys that's in the streets, man, like, them dudes that's next to you because you popping them pistols, they ain't gonna be with you 10 years.
Them ain't your real big homies, man.
Because I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. Like, the people, my big homie in 2009 told me, like, I did school one time, went on the block. He said, hey, bro, go back to school. I'm like, man, I ain't finna sneak back in that bitch.
Exactly.
I'm high as hell. I'm rolling too. But long story short, he said the same people that's in the street gonna be in the street 10 years from now.
For sure.
And that was in 2012 when he died, right? Now it's 2021. That's almost 10 years. The same people doing the same shit. Find yourself and be true to yourself. And don't live life with no regret. Like, I don't care if I'm out here drinking, I'm out here doing whatever, because this is a part of my journey.
Shit,
you would never understand. I come from, like, the lowest of lowest. Like, I come from popping them pistols, you know what I'm saying? So
it's
coming from
good.
that into being so peaceful, peace, peace, I am Sharif. That's why my quote is peace, peace, I am Sharif, because I'm letting you know, reminding you that I come in peace. And T told me to say this again, because we come in peace and we want to leave in peace. But once you break our peace, it's up there and it's going to be stuck. And, you know, we know Osama personally, right? Huh? Yeah. So please don't get into it with us. We live life. We trying to grow some. We trying to grow, live life, learn, see new heights and new views and new mindset. So you can join the movement if you want to, and just accept you want to be yourself. And that's the end of the podcast. Stay tuned for part 3. May peace be upon you. I'm here with Quan, Aziz, and DJ Louis V.
Man, I got my own intro, man. He in hell with DJ Louis V. You feel me, man? I don't know who the hell he think he's speaking for over there. But you know, I'm a big speaker. What they say?
Hey, no, listen. And Sydney, I'm finna cut it at this because I know baby got to go. But we big speakers out here, and the whole goal is the podcast. And my cousin taught me a lot. Like, the focus point is to expose the truth, like, behind this shit, because we growing up in the streets and we dying like so fast. What is the word? Exhibition? What is it? expeditiously, so fast.
Don't give me the try.
Listen,
Yeah.
so fast
Shooting
in the
birds
neighborhood.
off.
Now because I knew it, but I'm a little lit. So we dying so fast because we not being ourselves.
For sure.
Because the people that we seeing that's doing all this shooting, they hurting, they depressed. And the thing is, you see that homie on the block, go talk to him. Give him the knowledge, show him the way. Because I ain't always been like this. Somebody had to show me the way. I was ready to give my life up at any given time. And do 100 years and go 6 feet under, I don't care. Behind the shit, somebody had to come to me and teach me. And I appreciate him. His name Ralph, Brother X, you know what I'm saying, in the Nation of Islam. He taught me how to accept your own and be yourself.
Yes, sir.
And he a big speaker. Of the big speakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he taught me so much. So like, just accept your own and be yourself, man. And peace come with being yourself, because I'm just not being myself at 26 years old.
For sure.
Yeah, they had to
Don't
tell
be-
me, man, what's for me is for me.
Don't be scared to be yourself.
And I'm out here. And what he say? It's just like that. Y'all can cut, Joe. Man, I appreciate everybody.